Hello everyone, I'm here to show you a couple of math games that you can play using dice. All right, so let's begin with a board type game. Now, if you don't have a printer at home and can print something like this that I might be sending to your parents, that's fine. We can do something fun and make our own. And this is the board that I created for this particular game, and you can make one however you would like. So I have a start and I have an end, and then I have all these squares and rectangles and funny shapes for my spaces. Here I wrote in the space, go ahead one space. If I land on here, I can go ahead one space. This one says go back one space if I land there. If I land on this one, I'm going to go ahead 2 spaces. If I land here, I'm going to go back 1. Okay, so that's the idea. To use men for our game, just take a look at things that you have at home. All right, Lego pieces would work really well because they're different sizes and shapes and colors. So player 1 for my game is going to be at the start, and that's R. Player 2 is button. And this is how we're going to play. I'm going to get a piece of paper. And some directions. Directions are. Gotta find them. Here we go. Directions say if your sum is greater than 50, you're going to move 2 spaces. If your sum is less than 51, you're going to move 1 space. So keeping that in mind, player 1 is going to roll the dice. There's different ways to roll, okay? You have 2 dice. So we want 2-digit addition problems. So we're going to start with 1 dice. I rolled a 4. That's the first digit in my first add-in. My second will be a 5. That's the second digit in my first add-in. This is player 1, R. First digit in the second add-in is also a 4. And my second digit in my second add-in is a 6. Okay, so now we need to add them together to get the sum. We have to start in the ones place value. 5 plus 6 is 11. Now remember, 11 is a 2-digit number. There's a 1 in the tens place and a 1 in the ones place. We put the 1 in the ones place below the ones, and we put the 1 in the tens place above. That's called regrouping. We all know how to do it. We're just having a little refresher. So let's add all the tens place numbers together. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Player 1, R, received a sum of 91. Is 91 greater than 50 or less than 51? Well, we know it's greater than 50, so we're going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. Player R landed on go ahead 1 space. So now player R is there. It's player 2's turn. First digit in the first add-in is a 4. Second digit is a 3. That's our first add-in, 43. A 4 in our second add-in, and a 3 in our second add-in. We have a big doubles to add together. 43 plus 43. Again, we need to do our ones position. Place value first. 3 plus 3 is 6. And our tens place value, 4 plus 4 is 8. Now, did player 2, will player 2, the button, will he move 1 or 2 spaces? Well, the sum is 86. Is that greater than 50? Yeah, so he gets to move 2 spaces as well. 1, 2. He lands on go ahead one space. So here he is with player R. Okay, and that's how you can play this game. A different way to roll would be to roll with both dice for your first add-in. Let me show you an example. So I rolled a 4 and a 3. So I could choose 43 or 34. Now, if you want to get to the end, we probably want to move 2 spaces. So we want the sum to be greater than 50. So I would probably choose 43 as my first add-in. Roll the 2 dice together for my second add-in, and I have 16 or 61. I would like a high number because I want it to be greater than 50. I'm going to choose 61. Add them together. 3 in the ones column, 3 plus 1 is 4. In the tens column, 4 plus 6 is, you got it, 10. So I'm on my last place value. So because I got a 2-digit number, I can just put all that in my sum because I added together my tens place value, okay? So my answer, my sum is 104. It's greater than 50, so I'm moving 2 spaces ahead. Uh-oh, maybe my strategy wasn't so smart because now it says for me to move back 1 space. Silly Mrs. Quinn. And that's how you're going to play this game until somebody reaches the end first. You can make up your own rules too as you go. A second game that we could play with dice, similar yet not. And I will show you how. So instead of a board, we're just going to play till somebody gets 5 tally marks. So we'll have a player 1. And let's just say Ethan and Charles are playing together since they're both second grade. Oops. So I'm going to write Ethan's last name. In their home together. So this is Ethan's and this is Charles. Now we can play with the dice the same way. Roll 1 die at a time. A 5 and a 1. That's my first add-in. Or roll your 2 dice together. And I received a 64 or a 46. I want a high number. Ethan wants a high number because he wants to beat Charles's sum. So I'm going to choose 64. 64. And then do my sum. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. My sum is 115. Now it's Charles's turn. I'm going to choose the higher 32 or 23. 32, and then 41. Add them together. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. Who gets the tally mark, Ethan or Charles? Ding, 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 ding. Ethan. 115 is greater than 73, so Ethan gets the first tally mark. You keep playing until somebody gets 5 tally marks, and they're the winner. And then you can play again, and you can switch it up, make your own rules as long as they're fair and you're playing nicely together, and just have a little bit of fun with this. Thank you guys for watching. Next time we will talk about some games, math games we can play with our cards. Have a good day, guys. Bye.